안녕해요, 나이나입니다. Today I finally go to Korea, starting with my flight to Seattle.
I finally landed from that god-awful flight. Gosh. I wouldn't think it was going to be 2 hours, and it was 5.
The Seattle airport was unlike any airport I've been to so far. It had so many unique art pieces and many local businesses. I wasn't able to enjoy them for long before it was finally time to leave Seattle. Bye-bye, America. Hello, Korea. I bought my own bus ticket and I was headed to my room. This wasn't my first time arriving in Korea, but the beauty of the country blew me away as if it was. This is my humble abode for the next 3 months. Honestly, it's pretty cute if you ask me. Like, it's definitely small, but I was gonna go get a hagwon if I didn't stay in this place, and the hagwon would be a lot smaller actually. So I was okay with this.
I did not record a lot in the airport, almost at all, because my first flight, I almost missed it. Typically at my airport, there's nobody in the morning. So I literally went to the airport at 2 in the morning to pick up my brother. There was no people there. So I was like, oh yeah, there's not gonna be any people. I don't have to rush too much. So me and my dad were like, yeah, we'll just leave at 5. The flight leaves at 7. We'll be good. I get there, it's packed. And I started panicking because these lines, I gotta check my bag and get through security. And there's a lot of people. So it took like 35 minutes for me to check my bag, and then I only have 20 minutes until I board and I still haven't gone through security. I'm calling my mom. I was panicking. I was about to start crying, but security was a breeze. There was like nobody there for some reason. Then I get to the Seattle airport. That was actually a really smooth transition. I had plenty of time in between, so I was studying, working on my last video, and then I boarded my flight and I was off to Korea.
Facing the reality of my test being in less than 24 hours, I was starting to feel how underprepared I was. I didn't study as much as I'd like in America, but I figured I had all night to catch up. Unfortunately, jet lag hit me hard, so I fell asleep shortly after. Okay, it's about 5 in the morning. I woke up around 3 and haven't been able to go to sleep since. So I decided I'm just gonna get up, get myself ready for the day, take a shower, before I do a little bit of last minute studying before my exam. Time to go. Today's the day of my placement test. Realistically, I knew I wasn't getting into level 4 like I had originally hoped, but I was feeling pretty confident I could get into level 3. I ended up getting there way too early because I was worried about getting lost, so I stopped in Paris Baguette. Off the battle, some patim with a 딸기 latte. Now, obviously, I couldn't record during the exam. There was a writing half and a speaking half, and they called us up one by one to start the speaking portion. I was the first one to go for the speaking portion, and I understood everything the lady asked me, but my answers weren't as good as I would have liked. Because I answered all her questions and she understood what I said, I was feeling pretty confident that I would get into level 3. The writing portion felt like it went from 0 to 1,000 in an instant, but I managed to work to about halfway, and since the exam was meant to test all levels from 1 to 6, I figured if I got halfway, that should put me around a level 3, but I would have to wait 2 days to find out. My plan for the day is to go to the store to get some stuff for my room. I'm gonna go to a cafe and work on some stuff there, and then I'm gonna go to a yarn cafe where I can buy stuff for this crochet project I want to do, and I might start it in the cafe, and then I'm gonna go to a book cafe if I have time. While I waited for the yarn cafe to open, I went to a cafe near my room and tried a strawberry matcha.
It was so good. I'm not gonna lie, he was the reason I came in the first place.
After leaving there, I was headed to the yarn cafe.
I passed New York on the way. The amount of cars that park on the sidewalk was definitely a culture shock for me. But anyway, we arrived at the cafe. I was surprised by how many pre-made items there were available to buy. I thought it was just gonna be yarn. I ended up getting 9 things for less than $30. While I decided what I wanted to make, I tried a croffle. It was super nice outside, so I moved out there to start my project. I decided to start a beanie, and I know what you're thinking, it's way too hot for that, but I had been trying to make one for a while, and now that I have the time, I wanted to finish it. A friend asked if I wanted to hang out, so I scrapped the rest of my plans and headed to Gangnam. I got there before they did, so I spent some time just walking around the street and looking at the stores. I ended up finding this really cool bookstore. I thought it was going to be this small little place, but it was really big, and it had all kinds of like books, music, and souvenirs too.
After shopping in Gangnam, we came to the COEX Mall. I really wanted to come to this mall because I'd heard it was the biggest underground shopping center in Asia. We did a little bit of window shopping before we came to what had really caught my attention in all the TikToks I'd seen, the library. I didn't realize it was going to be floor-to-ceiling bookshelves on all 4 corners. It's way better than the TikToks made it seem. I wish I took more pictures.
We got there kind of late, so everything was closing, so we ended up leaving not too long after we got there. It was my first time riding the subway since I came to Korea. So yesterday my plan got completely messed up. It was fine though, like I got to hang out with a friend and it was so much fun, but we were out for hours and I was completely wiped when I got back to my room. So I didn't get all of the stuff that I wanted yesterday, but I still have today. So I'm gonna go to that cafe where I get my strawberry matcha because that is life at this point. I'm gonna go to E-Mart. I'm gonna go to the Hyundai department store. If I have time, I'm gonna go to the Manhwa book cafe. Package acquired. It's super common in Korea for multiple businesses to be inside buildings and for some of those to go underground. So the E-Mart was actually underground and I was surprised by how many levels there were. I think there was 4 underground levels. And there were so many options. As you can see, there were a few that caught my eye. I was gagged because this ramen cost $12 in America. But yeah, I love me some no brand. They're always the cheapest. I got so much stuff. I had to come back to my room before I went to Hyundai. Little did I know that I would not be getting anything from Hyundai. It is really just all of the most expensive brands together in one building. And then one little stall of cheap stuff where all the ajumas were at. But I did not feel like doing that. So I came back to COEX Mall. I went to the Lego store. I'm telling you, that's my favorite place to be. Like, I could be at a Lego store forever, even though I know I can't afford half of the sets in there.
I thought this was so cool. They have a Lego mural of the big library. I ended up getting this cute Lego set. I'm so excited to build it. Even if I don't find a shirt like I want, at least I have a Lego set. Starting with the skirt. I really like it. I was trying to find shirts. That's the only thing I was looking for today that I didn't get. But I'm going to go to a thrift store tomorrow before orientation. So I got the skirt. I got these slippers for indoors because, you know, in Korea we have to take our shoes off. I got this for my water. I keep waking up with a really like dry throat. So I decided to get one of these. I got some mouthwash. I got batteries for my alarm clock, scrunchies, 6 containers. I got this little trash can. I bought this Lego set. Look at how cute it is. And then, I caved. I didn't really even want both of these. Like, I don't know if I really will like them, but I had to get them because look, this one has pyeonwoo on it and this one has Jin on it. I had to get these, so I got these 2. And then I got a towel because there is no hand towel in our bathroom, and I always walk out with wet hands and I don't like it.
scissors because I'm doing a lot of crochet and I need those. Safety pins for these pants. I have this bath towel thing. I had one in America and I left it. I cannot believe I did that. This giant thing of toilet paper because we have to buy our own toilet paper, and this was the smallest thing I could find. It's 12 rolls. And then finally, this broom. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 things for $90. I thought I was gonna spend all of the Korean won I had left today, but I have a lot left. So tomorrow I'm hoping to find a lot of shirts. I feel like I have a good amount of pants and bottoms, but all of my shirts are lame.
Don't mind my hair. I just wrapped it up because I was about to go to bed, but I ended up falling asleep earlier and I'm wide awake again. So I decided to build my Lego set.
I'm so excited. I'm about to leave. We gotta go to the thrift store.
I love walking around Korea. I always see the most interesting things, like this giant baby mural and these blue roads. I was really excited when I got to this thrift store because I heard it was huge and had such a good selection. And they were having this 3+1, so you buy 3 things and you get 1 free. I couldn't do an in-depth search because I had to go to orientation, but they had a nice balance of actual vintage and just thrifted stuff.
Oh my gosh, that place was huge. And I found a few things that it felt like they were made for me. They fit so well.
I saw this tufting place on the way back, and I will definitely be checking that out later. Bro, the pigeons in Korea are so weird. They have no human fear. Trying to avoid a truck on the sidewalk was not in my 2025 bingo card, but anyway. I got this shirt to go with the skirt, these shorts that I think pair really well with the shirt, and then this shirt and skirt. I think they are such a cute outfit together. I'm off to orientation. Of course, I was 35 minutes early. I am officially a student at Yonsei.
Some things I failed to consider when I was taking my placement test is that 1, the university Korean program is harder than the regular Korean program, and 2, Yonsei has one of, if not the most rigorous academic and just overall difficult Korean language curriculum compared to all of the other Korean language institutes. When I was looking at the level 3 Korean language books, I felt like there was a good bit of it that I knew. But when I was looking at the university Korean books, there was so much I was like, I don't really know about this. And of the stuff I did know, it was like I could use a more thorough explanation and more examples.
Yeah, so I got into level 2, not level 3 like I wanted, and at first I was disappointed about it, but I honestly think it'll suit my needs better and help fill in a lot of my weaknesses. But you know, what better way to cheer myself up than with another thrift store? Everything was 10,000 won. I saw why, because most of it was really cheap or winter wear, so I didn't really get anything from here. But it's okay, because the thrift store that I expect the most from, I'm headed to next. This is where Vin Prime was supposed to be, but I found Big Hyun's company instead, and you know, I was okay with that. After being painfully reminded that I no longer have lunchbox and walking around for almost an hour, I did not find Vin Prime.
Today is a new day. I'm gonna go to IKEA, Lotte Mart, try to find a Lego set, and I'm going to find Vin Prime. Today I'm shopping in IKEA. I'm gonna find things for my room, and I didn't realize that Lotte Mall is right next to it. The layout is very similar to every other IKEA in the world, but the room designs are very Korean inspired. This IKEA is like 2 times the size of the IKEA back where I lived.
Now, I was just adding stuff to my cart with not a single thought in my mind about how I was going to get it back. So this is footage of me putting stuff back when I realized I would not be able to carry it all. I was really sad to put this back. These cups were so cute. This escalator thing was so cool. The cart didn't move or like roll forward, even if I let go. Into the mall. It had so many American brands in here. It felt like I was shopping back home. So after about an hour of walking around endlessly and seeing nothing but a bunch of American brands, I still hadn't found Vin Prime, and I decided to admit defeat. It was way too hot and I was way too tired.
Okay, I'm a little bit disappointed because I still could not find Vin Prime. Both on Kakao map and Naver map, it would just be a different location every single time I looked it up. So I would be like following the directions, get to the end point, and there would be no Vin Prime. So I'd look it up again and it'd be like, oh yeah, go walk 15 minutes this way. One time I did that like 3 times, and then at the end it was like, oh yeah, 45 minutes that way. Like, be so for real. So I gave up the other day, and so today I was determined to find it. I would have been home at least 3 hours ago if it wasn't for me running around all over the cities trying to find this thrift store. That being said, I did get to do some stuff today. I went to IKEA in the Lotte Mall, as you guys saw, so here's my haul from all of that. First, I got this giant trolley thing. When I was in IKEA, I was grabbing stuff. So I knew I needed something to carry it all in because I have some really big items and it's heavy. And I'm glad I did, because with the way I was running around trying to find Vin Prime, I would have been even more hot, tired, sore, uncomfortable than I already am if I had to physically haul it all. So I'm glad I bought it. I think it was like $20, so it's definitely gonna be useful to me throughout my time in Korea. So first, I got this pillow. I think it is so funny. And it was on sale for 9,000 won, so I got it. I got a mini ironing board because my mom, she got me this like mini iron thing, but I realized I have nothing to iron on, so I needed to get an ironing board. And okay, I got cute hangers. Technically these are kid hangers, but they're only a little bit smaller than normal, and I don't have anything with a super big neckline, so I think these should work. They're really cute. I love the colors. Then I got this egg duvet. I just thought it was really funny. I got these type of hangers to hang my pants on. I got new sheets. I got this big plate. I got this cute purple cup. I got a smaller green plate. Matching green bowl. I really like the way the colors all go together with that similar stuff. And then a pink towel. And then, oh yeah, these are some hooks I got for my bag. Yeah, I got 2 packs of those because I didn't remember how many bags I had, and I know I definitely want to get more bags. So that's all the stuff I got while I was at IKEA. And then I only got one thing from Lotte Mall because I didn't stay long, thinking I was like, I needed to hurry up so I could go to Vin Prime. Wish I stayed longer because they had so many stores. But I ended up getting these shoes on sale. I really like them. I plan to customize them. I've seen these specific type of shoes on Pinterest, all over my Pinterest, and I really want to replicate them. And these are just such a perfect base for them. So they were at like 100 and something won, but I only paid 71, and that's like 60 some dollars. So I think that was a good find. That's all the stuff that I bought today.
As you guys saw, I had a very full first week in Korea. Those were just the highlights, but there was so much stuff in between that I did that just kept my days full and so rewarding. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me stumble through my first few days. I'll catch you guys next week, yeah? Okay, 안녕, bye-bye!